Well, good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. Today, we're going to look at the idea, are you looking for why your life experience is not what you want? I'm going to tell you the biggest reason. Because you're not looking and you're not seeing life from within you. You're looking at life from outside yourself. You're looking at life from the physical form. And you're not understanding that the perception that you hold within you shines your light out and draws back to you that. So everything we experience starts with our thoughts. And guess what, gang? Only you can choose them. Only you. So last night, I was listening to the great spiritual teacher, George Carlin. God, I miss that man. He had insights into the world, and he was talking about ministers, and I'm grateful that I don't class myself as a traditional minister because I don't believe in dogma. I believe there's a power in everyone. That power is based on the assumption that there's an infinite. And we use that power based on our level of awareness of that. And so I believe that that power is within us. I don't believe there's a book that knows who we are and what we're supposed to do. I don't believe there's a divine plan anywhere. I believe that we were brought into this world as these unique expressions and that we were given perfect freedom to create our lives. And we get to choose how we create our lives by the thoughts we think. And the only limitations we have are the limitations that we put on ourselves by what thoughts we allow into our consciousness that form our consciousness, that become our consciousness and track to us, and that we stay stuck. We actually stay stuck in the habits of our own thinking. And that's why the last 2 Sundays, I've been talking about habits. First, how your habits control you. And yesterday I talked about how to change your habits. Because your habits are the basis of all your life. Do you get that? And most of all, the habit of how you choose to think. Well, it's not even the habit of how you choose to think. It's how you think. Because you probably didn't choose to think the way you think. You just are thinking that way because it's been bombarding you and you've allowed it. Take a guess, all you beautiful people listening. What percentage of your day are you consciously thinking? Of the 60,000 thoughts roughly that you're going to have today, how many of those thoughts did you consciously choose? Good question. The answer is very, very, very few. So if you say, I did 10%, I'm going to ask you, did you consciously choose 600 of your thoughts today? Or is it your habit of processing that popped those thoughts out? It's your habit. So are habits bad? No. Habits are great. If you choose them, if you've created them, and if those habits that you've created are serving your higher expansion, your higher expression. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter, 6,000, not 600. So 10% of conscious thoughts is 6,000. 1% is 600. That's even better, Peter. Thank you. Do you choose 1% of your thoughts? Maybe 0.1? Do you think maybe you've had 60 thoughts yesterday that were consciously chosen? Do you see why creating habits of thinking are the most important thing? Do you see why advertisers bombard you with their ideas? Do you see why religions bombard you with their ideas? Why politicians and government and pharmaceutical companies and everyone out there is bombing you with ideas? They're creating in you, by you not being conscious, a pattern of thinking. That's why they do the commercials over and over and over again, because the more played, you're not saying, well, that's bullshit. I don't have to believe that. No, it's just penetrating, and all of a sudden, Goes back to the old idea of back when I was growing up, Winston's taste good and naturally, like a cigarette should. We were bombarded with that as kids. That's when you could advertise cigarettes. But here I am, how many years later, they still bombarded, and it's in my mind. What do you think Coca-Cola's done? They bombarded you with the idea, man, go to a movie theater. And then they pop on that big screen, Coca-Cola with that ice, so refreshing. It enhances the experience. It enhances the experience so much that you can take that same Coca-Cola, go out to your car, open up the hood of your car, look at your battery that's got all of this corrosion around the pipes where it connects to the terminals, and pour that Coca-Cola on top of that corrosion, and it eats it away. Yeah, it eats away the corrosion. So what's it doing to the inside of your body? But we've been conditioned to believe that it's good for us, and we'll defend it. I'm only having 3 Cokes a day. I'm only having 2 Cokes a day. We'll defend it. I ask the question, why are you defending something that if you go test it, you'll find that it's not good for you? Why are you accepting someone else's words instead of testing things for yourself? If you follow me at all, you'll know the thing that I say the most when I'm teaching, when I'm talking is, don't believe a word I say. Test it for yourself. If it works for you, then you got it. You got your proof. But don't believe Lee Wolak. Take what Lee Wolak says and test it. Because all I did was take what other teachers said, tested it, and the things that worked is what I teach. And I know that everything starts with our thoughts. I know that because I see that demonstrate in my life. And so I'm constantly peeling back. Where is my habits of thinking? Where are they focused? Where are they pointing? How can I change them? How many of you have a habit of thinking that every time you see a letter, here in America at least, those of you that are not in America, you'll have something different, but you see a letter, it's got the Internal Revenue Service on it, IRS. Do you have a habit of thinking about that? Oh yeah, we do. We've been conditioned to believe they're the bad guys. They're coming after you. Here's the key thing. If you just follow the tax law, nothing's bad's going to happen to you. If you make a mistake, you just correct it. It's that simple. But it took me years to get that, because last year I know I got a letter after I did my taxes from the IRS. And I went, I wonder what this is. Opened it up and says, oh, you owe $5,000 more, roughly. I said, oh, okay. And I sent it over to my tax guy, my tax accountant, and said, hey, you did my taxes. Can you fix this? He says, oh, yeah, they made a mistake. Turned it over to him. I never sweated a moment. Why? Because I have a habit of thinking that my tax guy knows everything he's doing and he will take care of all my taxes in an easy and effortless way. And I will come out I will be totally legal and perfect with everything I do. I had to change my thinking on that. And here's the thing that I talk about when we do a value session, when I do a value session with people. If it's not a high value for you, if it's not in your top 3, 4, 5 values, don't do it. Delegate it. So doing taxes is not in my high values. I delegate that. I pay someone to do it. Best money you could spend. You sleep good at night. What do the wealthy do? Let me ask you this question. Do wealthy people do their own taxes? No. Of course not. They pay people to do it. That's what wealthy people do. So are you a wealthy person? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. I'm a wealthy person, so I don't do my taxes. I run my own I run my own word because I firmly believe that my destiny, my future is in my hands. I run my own word. Is that the right word there? I don't know who this VJ Malia is, but anyway, I'm glad you're listening, Richard. Hey, everybody else, check in. Just say hi. Don't have to comment. Just say hi. This way I can feel the energy of who's out there. I love seeing your names because we're forming a community, an online community where we do what? We don't follow Reverend Lee. No, we question with Reverend Lee. Sometimes you're going to say, Reverend Lee, you're off base. And I'll say, hey, for you I am. That's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I want you to know that you are not going to hurt my feelings because I'm not going to give you my power. Did you just hear what I said? I'm not going to give you my power. And the power is that I am controlled by how you feel. I will never, ever, ever giving it back to you. Willow, you're back to using your real name? It's always been your name. Your name's Sherry. Good to have you back with us. Glad you're tuning in. See, I didn't even know Willow went back to her old name. Ooh, love it. People are hurting right now. I know that I'm dealing with people all the time. And the hurt is because of a pattern of thinking that they don't even know they're having, and they don't even know it's possible to change. I'm here to tell you it's possible to change. And Johanna, yeah, thank you. Just need to become aware a little bit, a teeny bit every day. And you're on your way to self-discovery. You're on your way to a greater level of consciousness. It's don't look for quantum leaps. In the moment, do a little bit better. Better yet, in the moment, do the best you can. That'll always be the best you can. In the moment, with what you got, where you are, who you're with, what you're dealing with, do the best you can. And remember, it's an inside job. So as you're doing the best you can, do it with an inner knowing, with an inner zest that you'll accomplish it and that you're worthy of whatever results you want. And that's a big thing today. We do not believe we're worthy of more than we have. And I'm here to tell you, to remind you that you're worthy of anything you can believe in. Because your belief creates your life, creates your destiny. With that, thank you for being here. Hey, and I put in my opening comment, I'm starting classes a week from today, 1:30 in the afternoon, 6:30 in the evening. And then I've got another class that's going to be on Tuesdays at 6:30 in the evening. My classes are about an hour and a half. If you'd like to be a part of our community and take classes, go to that link and sign up. I promise you it'll be the best thing you've ever done. And the class on Monday is my book, The Power in You, and we're going to go through it. So we're going to take 7 weeks and go through that power. Nilda says, inner zest. I call it the juice. The question I ask people, you got the juice going through you? Are you juiced up about life? You get juiced up about life by how you think. And right now I'm going to say to you, I love you. I accept you, and I appreciate you for being you. Until next time, create a great day, everyone. Aloha.